Well, I understand Bosch is no longer American made. But I got this about 1.5 years ago, and I use it for doing a bathroom renovation on the floor, and I had to cut close to the wall near the sink counter, and this worked beautifully. This is not made in Taiwan. No, it's not made in Taiwan. It's not made in Japan. It's not made in China. It's made in Switzerland. So I would say it's good quality. I honestly thought it was made in the US. But nevertheless, it's not a cheap piece of junk. It took me a while to save up for this. It cost me $100. More than paid for itself, because I've done quite a bit of work with it. And it really, really is able to cut real flush. Using a blade like this, demonstrating inside my shed here, using a blade like this, you can get within about 1/8 of an inch of the edge, limited only by the thickness of this piece right here. And I'll tell you what, I used it on the bottom part of my shed where I had some rot. And I'm going to just show you here that, let's say now this was rotted off. Let's say this part here was rotted off from here down. So with this in here like this, you can get that close and cut this right off. And cut it right up to this piece. And replace it. Whereas a normal skill saw or something, you'd be out about here. And you'd have all this. Or like if over here, you'd be way up here. This enables you to cut real flush. Very handy. If you wanted to clear out the bottom of a door jamb to add some carpet or something. Or trimming window jambs and shims flush with the wall. Before I got that tool, this is what I was using, but you can see how the cut is? You're about 1 inch in on the blade. So you can never go flush to the wall if you need that. It hurt me to pay $100, but you know what? It's the best $100 I've spent for a long time. It's just too bad it's not American made. But I have to disagree. It's not made in Mexico, it's made in Switzerland. But either way, it's a sad thing that it's no longer made in America. All right, now I got a question for you guys out there in YouTube land. Anybody have any idea what kind of jack this is? I bought it at the yard sale about 20 years ago. The handle goes into here, and it cranks this, and you know, when it turns the jack, you can see the jack going up here. But I have no idea what kind of jack it is. Maybe it's a house jack. Anyways, anybody knows, place a comment on the video. Here is a pickle fork, American made of course. I paint my tools so I can find them. I put red on them. Sometimes I paint the whole tool red. This is for knocking off tie rod ends. Not for doing ball joints because it's a little too narrow here. I have a bigger one for ball joints. I haven't done those in years though. Here is the other pickle fork. This is a well-used pickle fork. This is what I used in ball joints. You can see this got well-used. You got the ends there all buggered up. But in the shed here, I don't have a grindstone, so I can't sharpen these things. And really, last time I did ball joints was about 15 years ago. This is American made, but you know what? It doesn't give you any size on it. I'm going to say about 1.25 inches without putting a ruler on it. Got this at a yard sale. Never used it, but you know what? I couldn't pass it up. Hey, I paint them red so I can find them. There's another one I got at a yard sale a few years back. Also American made. And there don't seem to be a size on that either, but I probably used it once or twice in a car at one time. One I bought off a guy about 20 years ago. He needed the money and I paid $10 for it. This is American made, 1/2 inch drive. When you use something like this, you don't want to use no Chinese tools on this. When you got a bolt and you're trying to break it free and have the damn thing snap on you, you can get hurt. use a good quality tool. Use American made when it comes to something that you got to put a lot of force into, because your safety is very important. You don't want this thing snapping on you. And I'll tell you what, this ain't going to snap on you. This is the real baby. Yes, sir. Yes, you want to buy some cheap tools. Well, I do too, but only for very light work. Working on electronics or something, electrical. They're fine for that. But for autos or anything you need to precision or strength, you got to stay with good quality stuff. Greenlee chassis punch. Well, I've used it a few times. And this also applies to Allen wrenches. These are a bunch of Allen wrenches. I got this whole box for about $5 at a yard sale about, oh, I don't know, 6-7 years ago. But these are all American made. They're oldies, but goodies. You buy Taiwan's junk there and you put it in there and you're going to round them off, it'll snap on you. The steel in those things are either too soft or too brittle. Too dangerous. I don't really know what this is. It looks like some kind of a drill bit. I'm not a specialist on tools, you know. It came in the box. There's another one. Some kind of drill bit. I don't know what they are. Maybe somebody out there might know. You guys that are into this a little more than I am. I know this is that's a drill bit, but no, you know what? I think that, I don't know, that could have broken off. I don't know, that goes into a drill press. You can see by the little thing there. It looks like it got broken off. I'm not sure. Either that or there's a piece missing because it's got a hole down the middle there. Anyways, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.